back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will be reading some true ghost stories I found on the internet. Well, more like real life haunted house stories, stuff like that. The website I'm on is called House Beautiful, and surprisingly, they have this. I know you can't see my screen, but they have this part of it that has some um, haunted houses, which is pretty cool. Let's get into the video. And I think in the description below, I will link the website so you guys can go read some of the other um, haunted houses that are on this website, because it's 18 of the freakiest real life haunted house stories you'll ever hear. And it says, warning, nightmares guaranteed. Not bad. And this is actually a pretty new article. Well, if you consider last year, one posted last year, new article, last summer in June 9th. So before we start reading the stories, I'm going to read this fair warning that's here. Reading this collection of scary stories in the dark or by yourself is likely to keep you up all night, as was surely the case for me. Or at the very least, still a chill down your spine, even if you consider yourself the bravest of the brave. Oh, is that a challenge? Why, yes. Without further ado, we invite you to read about the following 18 scariest real-life haunted house stories from the creepiest places around the country. In case you're feeling really fearless and ready to get freaky, ready to get freaky. But that's what it literally says, is I'm ready to get freaky. So, um, you can actually buy a stay at most of these places. Nice advertising there. Anyway, and greet the ghosts yourself. So, happy hauntings ahead. Anyway, so, on this website, they have the Villisca Axe Murder House in Villisca, Iowa. Pretty close to where I live right now. But, so, I'm not going to read that one because I think that one has been read too much. But that's only the second one on the list, so let's read the one above it. So the first one that we're going to be reading today, I'm going to read 3, and they're pretty short. So let's get into it. So the first one is the Lemp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's get into it. Starting strong with a very scary house. The Lemp Mansion in St. Louis, which is known to be one of the most haunted places in America due to a tragic history. The 33-room home was built in the 1860s by William Lemp, a successful brewery owner who ended up killing himself in 1904 after the youngest of his 4 sons, Frederick, died. A few years later, his wife also died of cancer in the house. Oh, that's a horrible way to die. Then in 1912, William Lemp Jr. Shot himself in the same room William Sr. killed himself. That's great. So, a lot of tragedy in this family. As if that weren't enough tragedy for one place, in 1949, Charles Lemp, William's 3rd son, shot his dog in the basement of the home and then killed himself in his room. But anyway, that same year, the house was sold and transformed into a boarding house, where reports of hauntings began. According to Destination America, witnesses have experienced burning sensations and slamming doors. Today, the Lemp Mansion is a restaurant and inn that it also holds events. On Sunday night, the inn hosts a murder mystery dinner. That's pretty cool, actually, if you think about it. Um, hmm, that could be a place because I'm actually into like murder mystery kind of things like that. So, especially since I own the game Clue. Clue. Board game Clue. I can't talk today. My brain and my lips are not wanting to work. Anyway, let's go on to the next story, number 3. This one is the Jean Harlow House in Los Angeles, California. Like I said, if you guys want to see the pictures of these homes and read the stories for yourself and other ones that I'm not going to read in this, I'll put the link in the description below. So let's get into this. Los Angeles is one of the best destinations for haunted house hunting. Haunted house hunting. My brain's moving faster than my lips. And apparently so are my eyes. And this Bavarian style house in Beverly Hills has a particularly gruesome history. In 1932, it was home to the iconic actress Jean Harlow and her abusive husband Paul Bern, who shot himself in the head while standing in front of the mirror. Their butler discovered him and called MGM instead of the police. Oh, I think I've heard about this actually recently. Whoops. But whatever, I'll just read it anyway. So there were tons of rumors, but that wasn't actually suicide. Rumors that it wasn't actually suicide. Many suspected Bern's ex-girlfriend is suspicious ex wait ex 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 exurbator I don't know by her jumping suspicious exhibited by her jumping off a boat to her death a couple days later. Oh, okay. So it's practically saying that she suspiciously, few days after he was found dead, killed herself by jumping off of that boat. A couple days after. Anyway. Gene moved out after his death, but died only a few years later at the age of 26. Oh boy. But wait, it gets creepier. In 1963, celebrity hairstylist Jay Sebring bought the home and lived there with his girlfriend Sharon Tate until she left him for Roman Polanski. They were still friends and remained so until both of them were murdered by the Charles Manson cult. Yeah, see, I think I heard about this, for crying out loud, in like a most amazing top 10 video or something. 'Cause wow. Ugh, anyway, Tate was the same age as Harlow when she passed. That's weird. Anyway, but back to when the couple lived in the Harlow house, Tate told several friends of creepy occurrences in the home and even mentioned it in interviews. For example, once when she was sleeping in the master bedroom alone, she saw a creepy little man. Her friends say she believed it to be Paul Bern's ghost. She was so freaked out when she saw the alleged ghost that she ran out of the room and then saw a hanging shadowy corpse with its throat slit in the hallway. There are also stories about 2 other people dying in the swimming pool over the years. Amazing. I'm looking at the picture of the 4th story on this link, and I love it so much because it is a Victorian style mansion. I love that so much. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I'm sorry. I love Victorian style homes. And so we're definitely gonna read this. Oh, God. I want to buy this house now. Anyway, or at least go stay there. Let me see. Can I book it? No. I can't book it yet. Apparently I can stay there, so maybe a few years down the line, I might try and stay at some of these places. Who knows? But anyway. So number 4 is the house I'm just talking about. Anyway, so the story is S.K. Pierce House. So Massachusetts has no shortage of haunted mansions. Ooh, that would be cool. It seems. And the S.K. Pierce Victorian is one of the state's eeriest. The original occupant, Sylvester Pierce, why is it called SK? I get the S. Why the K? Anyway, had just started making his fortune in the furniture business when he built this house for himself, his son, and his wife, Susan. As a man about town, he hosted many notable people in his 7,000 square foot home throughout the years, including President Calvin Coolidge, Pete Davis, and Norman Rockwell. Only a week after moving into the house, Susan fell ill and passed away from a mysterious bacterial disease a year later. He married Ellen, a woman 30 years his junior, and had 2 more children with her. Wow, so he marries a woman 30 years his junior. That says a lot about him. Anyway, years later, when both Sylvester and Ellen had passed away, his sons embarked on a fiery feud about the property as well as the furniture company. But the Great Depression swept in and made their choice easier since the company basically went bankrupt. The youngest son, Edward, was given control of the home when he turned it into a boarding house. Why are all these old mansions getting turned into boarding houses? Stupid. And why are all these old mansions getting turned into boarding houses? I hate that. Ugh. I also hate when big old houses get turned into like apartment buildings. Like, oh, never mind. I hate that. Anyway, because they're beautiful old homes. Anyway, it became a hotspot for elite activities. Illicit activities. Not elite. Whoops. Illicit activities, including the murders and sudden tragic deaths of several occupants, according to local lore. Wow, so it practically became a murder house. It should be called the murder house instead of the Axville murder house. Oh my god. That's so great. Isn't that amazing? Huh. Anywho, as a result of these violent ends, guests have reported every kind of haunting imaginable, from visions of apparitions to flying objects, disembodied sounds, pressure, temperature drops, and more. Oh, that's great, huh? Wow. It's not the part about it being, like, haunted that's getting to me. It's just the fact. It's like, no wonder it's haunted. It literally had so many sudden and tragic deaths of several occupants. But again, that's just according to lore. You don't know if it's actually true. But it being haunted might actually be. Anyway. That's lovely. But oh my god. kind of That's kind of elaborate, isn't it? I'm gonna say it again. No wonder the place is haunted. And I'm gonna say this one more time. No wonder. Wait, whoa. This one should be called the murder house. Not the axe murder house, but the murder house. Anyway. Now, out of those 3, I would say the worst might be the third that we just read. Well, that I just read and you guys were listening to along with me. And wow. Thank you for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you're new here. Please subscribe. I'm Cassandra Rose. I know I'm doing that out of order, but I don't care right now because I'm emotionally drained from the very last story. Also, if you're new here, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload, and please, when you click it, if it asks you to pick all, personal or none, please pick all because you don't know what exactly I'm going to upload, do ya? And if you want more stories like this, videos like these, please hit that like bell, like button, the thumbs up, hit that thumbs up for me. I'm sorry, I'm getting mad at myself because I keep forgetting what I'm saying. So yeah, please subscribe and all that jazz. And leave comments down below if you have any video ideas for me. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.